Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Quant update. I was supposed to come up with a video yesterday, but I really got busy, so I couldn't make a video, and I really apologize for that. But today I'm here and we'll look at the price set one more time. What we really want to know is, are we going to break above this zone of resistance right here? We're also going to take a look at a number of on-chain metrics to see who exactly is buying Quant right now and who is selling Quant. So stick with me here until the very end of this video so that you don't miss any of the context that we are going to discuss in this video, right? But before I do that, I just want to ask you to delicately tap the like button, make it colorful. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. People looking for this kind of information will now be able to find it much more easily, right? Also, if you're interested in Quant, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel because I do TA on Quant on a regular basis. And without me running my mouth too much, let me get into the real stuff. So we'll start here on a daily time frame, and I'm going to explain all these lines you see on the chart so that you have a clear picture of what we're talking about. So the lowest horizontal line here is our main support at $88. Then we've got this zone as well right here, sitting at $109 up until $112, something like that. We also have got this downward sloping resistance, which actually is helping us to form this inverse head and shoulder pattern. We're also going to talk about it in a minute. And then we've got this massive line of resistance right here, starting at $150 up until $163. And you can see that we already have a number of interactions with this line here. Look at this point right here. It gave us a pivot to go and set an all-time high right here. We also got supported briefly, but by the time we broke it, we got massively rejected, and finally we are coming back to retest this line of resistance. So the question obviously is, are we going to break the resistance? So we'll take two approaches to this question really. So the first approach here is to take a look at the inverse head and shoulders pattern, and what you can notice is, from at least what I consider to be, the conditions that are necessary for a successful head and shoulders pattern, is you want to see an oversold RSI here at the formation of the head, indicating a reversal in a prior trend, right? And our prior trend right here was a downtrend, and reversing this prior downward trend will give us a new uptrend right here. So it's really good to see an oversold RSI at the formation of the head right here. What you also want to see here with the lows, which from the left shoulder and the right shoulder here, is you want to see a decline in the volume profile, and that's exactly what we have right here. So theoretically we are really looking good with this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Is you can see the same thing right here, and of course at the point of breakout right here at the neckline, you really want to see huge amounts of volume, and we really got something like that. So yeah, from a theoretical standpoint, we are really looking good here, and the price target for this inverse head and shoulders pattern is something like $220, right? So $220 already is telling us that we would have already gotten above this resistance line right here. So yeah, from this point of view, it's looking like we are going to break above the resistance lines right here. Using Fibonacci retracements to see what levels we need to break and close above for us to take out this resistance zone right here. We'd have to take a candle that is above this resistance, a daily candle that is above this resistance line right here, and take it to the very bottom right here. And you can see that the 786 is sitting at 141, and until today we haven't gotten a daily candle that closes above this level. You can actually see that all of these candles have been rejected right at that level, as if there's some magical force that is acting right at that zone, right? So we need a daily candle above 141 so that at least we can have a ticket to go out and take out this whole resistance region starting at $150 up until $163. It's also really important to close above $141, because when you take a look at the chart from a 12-hourly time frame, you can actually see that we are risking forming something like a double top. You could actually see that a triple top right here, because you can see this wick right here. But something like a double top right here could actually be forming, but let's not focus on that one too much really, because it's not yet confirmed. If we have a confirmation, I'll come up with a video as soon as possible, right? So in the case that we get a rejection, let me quickly go back to the daily time frame. So in the case that we get a rejection from where we are, what are the immediate support levels that we are looking at, right? So since we are looking at this from an inverse head and shoulders pattern perspective, it is really common that you can have a backtest of this neckline right here to backtest this breakout right here. So yeah, that should be our first line of support right there. Now when you also take a look at it from fib retracement levels, you can actually see that from the very bottom right here up until the top that we had, it's around 147. We also have this zone right here, which is the first retracement level, 0.236 retracement level. But the thing about this zone actually is, when you also take the fib to from this high right here, you also see that there is confluence with the 0.236. There is also confluence with this right here, and that zone will be the 0.382 fib retracement level. And with the $88 low that we had, or high in this case, that will be something like another 0.382 fib retracement. So you can see that this zone right here actually has a lot of confluence from a fib retracement perspective, and we are probably going to get supported right there. So the zone is starting from $120, if I'm not mistaken, up until $125 thereabout. And in my worst case scenario, again from fib retracement levels, from this low that we had right here at $88 up until the high that we recently made here, you can actually see that we have the golden ratio sitting right into confluence with this our support levels right here. This was major resistance, if you remember from the previous videos. So yeah, that level is sitting at $110. This is the worst case scenario in my opinion. Obviously this is not financial advice, but we could be looking to load up right here for people who missed maybe the breakout of this inverted and shoulders pattern. Now, moving on to the on-chain metrics, we really want to see if there is a divergence between what the price is doing to what the on-chain metrics are doing, right? So looking at the volume profile against the price section, you can actually see that, yeah, there is confluence between the two, right? And this is what you want to see, really. You don't want to see divergences here. The second metric that we want to look at is the social volume. And you can actually see that, yeah, as price is going up right here, you can see the social volume also increasing, and they're really in confluence, right, which is really good to see as well. And taking a look at the active addresses in 24 hours, you can actually see that, yeah, there's also, you know, confluence, but you know, the active addresses are slightly going down right here as we are heading into this resistance. So it's probably something that we need to note, but obviously I'm not going to make a decision for everyone. Everyone will make their own adult decision. When we also take a look at the network growth against the price action, you can see that there is direct confluence there. There is really no problem. It's actually making higher lows as we are going higher there. So that's really good to see for the quant price. And you can actually see that, yeah, the ecosystem is growing, right? Now on this metric, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because when you take a look at the price action and the holders of the tokens, you know, the number of addresses that hold, you know, a certain range of coins, you can see where I'm clicking right now, the number of addresses will hold like 0.1 to 1 quant coins. You can actually see that, yeah, that number is increasing there. 1 to 10 is also increasing there. 10 to 100 is increasing. 100 coins up until 1,000 coins, that number of addresses is also increasing a lot. So yeah, that's really nice to see, but this metric right here, which shows the number of addresses which have got 10,000 to 100,000 quant, is the one which is, you know, showing divergence right here, because you can actually see that whilst the number of addresses with small amounts of quant is increasing, the number of addresses with bigger amounts of quant is decreasing, and this suggests that probably these bigger holders are selling to the retail investors. And for me, this is really a huge warning right here. There probably is something going on right here. Another group of holders that we could also look at is the number of addresses which have got 1,000 to 10,000. Let's see here. You can also see that, yeah, those ones are also decreasing over time here. So yeah, something to note here, the bigger holders, the millionaires, the smart money, is looking like they are dumping their coins as we are heading into resistance. But I'll keep an eye on this metric really to see if we see some change, but it doesn't look too good, like in my opinion at least. Obviously everyone has their own opinion. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Am I tripping or am I right on this one? So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you in this video, but obviously it doesn't mean that we are going to have a dump from where we are, because the big holders are selling at the moment. We could actually continue to go higher, and then they will sell probably at retracement levels. We need to pay attention to retracement levels, because the whales usually finish their dumping right around retracement levels. So yeah, this is it from me. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and then see you on the next one. Bye.